Hey everybody, whether a vlog, our first YouTube event, so let's go.
What's up guys, Giant Heydecke here, 2022 Olympia champion. For more contact, check out my man Heydecke's YouTube page.
Hey everybody, it's your boy bodybyian. It's your first time coming to my channel about training, product reviews, my battle against cancer, much more. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Let's go. So today we're going to an event for YouTube. It's for Asian Pacific Americans, so it's their Heritage Month, and I get to be around other creators, even though none of that, but I just want to be around other creators, some networking. It's going to be a nice full day of stuff to learn from, and let's see who we can meet up, maybe down the line, some collaborations with them and whatnot. So it's going to be a fun trip, I see. So everybody, I'm in New York City. I'm here, like I said, for a YouTube event here at Google. Now we're just waiting for the event to start. I'm here a little extra early, so waiting to register and everything else. So let's go and have some fun. All right, everybody, we're inside. Google over here.
What's up, man? I was gonna say my roommate.
And also, I got my badge. I'm official, baby. Let's get it.
Once we introduce ourselves, you can take a look at one of the 5 prompts, and I will let you know where each group should meet to discuss that prompt. That'll be our icebreaker for today. All right, perfect. So hi everyone, my name is Amanda Heydecke. Yes, main concept. I am.
All right, guys, just hold on. Let's do intros and then.
Yeah. You're having a good time, it's fine. Okay, my name is Amanda Heydecke. I'm one of the community partner managers here at Shorts. I'm also the lead for in-person events. So we brought this all together for you all because we want you to feel seen, we want you to be appreciated, we want you to be motivated. And I'm going to pass it over to Sonali Karmakar over here.
Thanks, Amanda. And can we get a round of applause for what a great event this is? So hi everyone, my name is Sonali Karmakar. I'm another community partner manager here at YouTube Shorts. Also based in New York. We're so excited to have our first New York event for Shorts.
Yes.
And you'll be hearing more about me on the panel later. So I'll pass it off to Elise.
Thanks, Sonali. Hi everybody, my name is Elise Overway. I'm also a community partner manager here at YouTube Shorts, based out of our Los Angeles office. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some LA events coming up here as well too, but if I'm your community partner manager, or if not, please come say hi during the event. Would love to get introduced to all of you guys, and just so excited that you're all here.
Okay, so time for the icebreaker. If you have prompt 1, someone who has prompt 1, can I see a hand up, please? Okay, perfect. Can you please join me over here?
This is our mixer right now, people. Look at this. This is awesome. Having a fun time already. We're here in the back. enjoying ourselves. Time to have a cocktail. Let's go.
Hassan is a comedian and content creator who has gained 1.6 million subscribers over this last year after nearly a decade on YouTube. He is known for hosting the Bad Days podcast and being the satirical voice of Mickey Mouse across the internet. And then we have Jojo. Jojo has been doing content for the last 4 years. His content includes everything from making pranks to challenges to endless science experiments. And then next to him, we have Christy X. Christy X is a beauty content creator on YouTube Shorts who focuses on enhancing natural beauty while also exploring bold and colorful looks. And last but not least, we have Ramya. Ramya is a data scientist by profession and started her food blog, Eats by Ramya, in 2019. On her platforms, she shares a different perspective on what eating healthy can look like, rooted in the cultural foods she ate growing up. So let's give a round of applause for our incredible Ramya.
More easier, but the one thing that does help me kind of overcome all these challenges and managing time is having an assistant. Definitely helps me like schedule out my day a little bit more, picking up items that I need for the videos, just things like that. It definitely helps. I would say that's what my day-to-day looks like for the most part. And I also do have like film projects that I try to incorporate in my content as well, such as like, oh, like let's hire like a magician Friday or something. We can make some cool content with, or like let's brand a Lambo. So I always try to incorporate those things because those are, I think, key metrics to making a viral video and things like that.
So I just left my job around my full-time job. I used to be a corporate lady. Like, don't look at me dressing like this. I used to be in like, like dress pants all the time. And it was the reason why I left was because it's too stressful. But I was not able to adjust to that. So when I first started just being full-time content creator, I set myself a 9-to-5 schedule, just like how a normal day of working would be. And I realized how non-sustainable that would be because you're forcing yourself. When you're forcing yourself, you cannot create content. And I actually started to just, wherever I go, like if I go eat, like I film the food. It doesn't have to be, although I am mainly focused on beauty content creating, but I also show like around New York and things like that. And I wouldn't say my schedule would be scattered. I do plan out maybe like majority of the days to focus on beauty content and really just sit there and just make my videos. But and then there are some hours to obviously reply to emails, reading contracts and things like that. But when you have more to do, like for example, attending an event, doing a photo shoot, and it's completely different, and you have to adjust to that, make yourself comfortable. Like I said, like they said, mental awareness month, right? I think that's one thing that's super important, like being comfortable with yourself and your environment and your job environment, making it so, don't make it like a toxic environment for yourself and just bubble yourself into, oh, I gotta work and sit here from this time to that time. Like, be flexible with yourself and take care of yourself.
So for me, I actually just graduated on Sunday. I graduated college. And so my schedule was kind of different until like a week ago, so I'll tell you guys how it used to be, because I'm still settling into like the new normal. But I was a full-time college student and I studied computer science, which is a little bit of like a stressful major. And I'm a head of marketing at a startup that I work with, and I've been doing content creating. So I'm not a full-time content creator right now. And for me, what works best is to like really schedule everything in, because otherwise things just get way too crazy, or like I'll say I'll do it and then I won't do it. And on these platforms, like consistency is key in training the algorithm. So my days are usually very structured. I typically, when I was in college, I used to
study for like a bulk of the time. I'd say like I go to classes until like 2, 3, and then I would try to create content from 3 to 4. And the way that it works with like food is you can't really, like even short, even like a 30-second short takes an hour and a half to film because the recipe takes an hour and a half to make, and then you like edit it down to 30 seconds. So making those types of videos take a little bit longer, so I only usually do 1 or 2 a day because it's really exhausting otherwise. And I try to do all of that on one day. So once I start my full-time job, I actually have Fridays off. It's a 4-day work week, so I'm gonna just do all batch create on Fridays, and then that's just what works best for me. That way, the rest of the week I can spend editing, working on my startup, and just like focusing on other things. And I'll say that's like my schedule. I don't have like a daily schedule. It's more of like a weekly rotation.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the key here, like being flexible with yourself, as you all mentioned, and really figuring out how can you create a schedule to create content, be creative, while also taking into account mental health. I love that so many of you brought that up because that's so important, and when you need a break, take a break. You'll be more creative at the end of it. And it was so interesting hearing how different everyone's day-to-day looks like. So
YouTubers have had for over a decade and a half now through the lifespan of internet videos has been consistency. Consistency is such an important thing, but it's also finding a cadence that's comfortable for you, a rhythm that makes sense for you to make videos, not following what everybody else is doing. If I was doing 8 to 10 videos like JoJo was, like early on, still now a year later, I'd be dead. That just wouldn't work out for me. So finding a cadence that works really well for you, and then my motto in life, I have a podcast it's called Bad Days. It's about how your bad days are your best stories. So taking that every negative thing, everything that is kind of like, that's not the best thing. Just know you're going to be laughing about it in a week at a bar with a bunch of friends, and that's going to be your moment. Or making a video about it that gets 1 million views and makes 1 million people smile or laugh or send to their friends to help them. So consistency, and then just making sure you're keeping yourself up, and if the bad things happen, they're the best things that'll ever happen.
My piece of advice, there's so many different advices that I could give. So it's hard to say like, that one advice is gonna for sure work. But I would say, just don't give up. It gets really hard throughout the journey of making content. There's ups and downs. Not every video that you think is gonna do well is gonna do well. I've had that happen to me so many times, like that video's gonna go viral, like 10 million views, and it ends up flopping. So it's a part of the process. And I would say literally trial and error is your best friend. It's a part of the journey to be a content creator.
And I think most important is to be authentic to yourself. And I feel like when you're aiming for, I want to get viral, that's, sometimes you kind of like force it out, right? But when you're happy and when you're having like positive vibes, that's when your content comes out in a happy vibe that like people would relate to and would be happy watching. I think that's the most important thing, and also never give up. Like I said, I started off like, just keep clicking back, and I'm like, am I getting more views yet? And I just never got that, but never give up, keep on posting, keep on making content, and I think that's the most important key.
I would say my advice would be don't worry about the people who don't get what you're doing, because there are going to be those people, and especially I felt it in the Asian community, because it's hard for our parents to get sometimes what they haven't seen, and they've been in very traditional routes. So for me, something that I faced was I just wasn't able to get people to see why I do what I do. And trust me, if you just keep doing it and if you're successful, they'll come back and they'll tell you you did a great job, and they don't get any of the credit.
Well, what an inspiring way to leave us off. Thank you so much to our incredible panelists.
But I ain't had no legs, wasn't always there, that shit dead. I was drinking on tequila, now I'm back on hand, back on my boat. Baby gon' feel my fool, she want the fuck, I'm like cool. Mama ain't raising no fool, just a hoe that's a fool. I like my bitches in duels, that is noted. Yeah, I just done what the quote is. I don't even want that vision with the bro here. I just really want the brag with your focus. I just put up this like midnight night. Tell the bro, get your shit right. Gonna look good, better be fine. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Going hella down with my friends. Going hella down with my friends. Walk in. Going hella down with my friends. Going hella down with my friends. Walk in. Going hella down with my friends. Going hella down with my friends. Walk in. Going hella down with my friends. Going hella down with my friends. Hey.
So I just want to recap everything that went on at the event. Oh man, it was, I'm gonna tell you, it's an awesome event. I hope they have another one soon in New York. Would make it easier for me. I mean, if I gotta go to LA, I'll go to LA. But the one, I'll tell you what, got to meet a lot of people, got to meet a lot of new content creators. You know, I think I was the only one in my niche. But you know what? It was good to meet other content creators, see what they're doing, how they doing. I met some travel ones. I met a cringe ASMR muse. I did another one, music. One is, and people just producers of a show. I mean, I met a bunch of people and got to meet them. Like I said, it was just so cool being around them. I can't wait to do this again. It was definitely also a humbling experience. I would say because my channel might be the smallest out of everybody else's, but you know what? I must be doing something right because I was invited to be there too. I mean, I may not be on the panel yet, not getting as much subscribers and everything else yet, but you know what? In due time, I'll be there. I'll be on the panel. I'm going to be doing something big time, and I got a great feeling about that. I mean, it was just like I said, it was a great experience. I want to thank YouTube Shorts for having this event. Thank YouTube just in general, of course, by us doing this for this platform. Thank you to the people I've met. Like I said, they were great, awesome people to meet. Probably going to post some of this stuff up, you know, on my page as well. You'll see a couple of shorts that I did. Well, actually, the one girl did who shouted me out, so I'm going to definitely shout her out in the shorts, so you'll see who that is. But just like I said, it was just a great time, great vibe, good eats, good drinks. Like I said, got some great knowledge being over there, and I can't wait for the next one. And like I said, pretty soon, your boy's gonna be blowing up over here. I'm rocking a new swag right here, which I like. Fits pretty nice with me. And that's just a great thing. That's just, I think good things are happening in life. And I mean, this, like I said, gave me more just things to do, how to get better and whatnot. And I mean, it was just like I said, it's just an amazing time. Just for the one day, it was great. If it was a weekend, it'd probably be even crazier. But like I said, just for the one day, it was great. Just for a couple hours, got to meet some new people, and I might be repeating myself, but I'm just more humbled than anything else, more than anything like that. Any else, like just, and also want to bring out something. I think I'm going to start doing this a lot more. I think I'm going to talk about also my cancer experience, just so people can see, you know, don't let nothing slow you down, don't let nothing stop you or anything. So I'm going to start bringing that more into my videos. For you guys as well, just so people who don't know, I'm a cancer survivor. Been a cancer survivor for almost 4.5 years already, and I'm really gonna start bringing that more out, talking about it. And I think it's just a big thing that people should know about me as well. But this event definitely let me think about that to bring it out more. So, like I said, I got some future collaborations coming down the line, future trips coming up. You know how we do it over here. But make sure you like, your comment, share this video. More fun events like this, more clanging and banging, more product reviews, more everything. Just cool things are happening. And on, did we do everything else? Yep, sorry. I lost train of thought for a second. But make sure you hit the subscribe, hit that bell, you missed the thing, and we are out. Booyah! Oh yeah, I forgot. I did forget to mention something. We had a great concert by Pilo. Pilo's from the Bay Area. They brought him in. He put on a little show for us. He actually gave us an exclusive listen to his new songs called More Fun. And it's coming up by the time this video drops, and it's gonna be awesome. But like I said, it was just some fun. And I should have mentioned in the early part of that video, but you'll see some of the performers actually in this vlog, so you'll see what I'm talking about. All right.